Gradually I'm losing my Nigerian habits, and yeah, the habits I'm picking up in the Philippines is actually taking over. So I'm just sorry, Nigeria. I will definitely have to adapt again when I come back to Nigeria, and that is not anytime soon. So wow. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Christine, and I am here today again with another video. I hope each and every one of you are doing just fine, and I hope you're coping. If your city was affected by Typhoon Agaton, I hope you're faring well, and I'm sending love to everyone who is probably going through the aftermath of the typhoon and finding it hard to cope. I'm sending love to you all, and I hope you guys get over it soon. As you all know, wherever you stay, your environment really does affect your habits. It affects your lifestyle. The people around you, the city where you're living, the community, it all plays a major role in your life. And these things really do affect your lifestyle. With time, you realize that you're picking up habits consciously and unconsciously. You're picking up new habits, and you tend to start doing things you were not doing before. So as for me, living in the Philippines, I've picked up a lot of habits, and today I'm going to be sharing it with you guys. I'll be sharing 5 in this video. I'll be sharing 5 things briefly. So stay tuned, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe. The first habit I've picked up is crossing the road with my hands up to signify oncoming cars. Yeah, this is something I don't think I can make use of in Nigeria. This is a habit I think I will have to kill before leaving this country. Because in Nigeria, I don't think oncoming cars would even pay attention to you lifting your hands up to signify them that you're trying to cross the road. I haven't tried that before in Nigeria, and I don't know how it's going to turn out if ever I do try that. So in this country, actually, not all cars do stop when they see you taking the zebra cross. So a way to signify the driver to stop while you try to cross is by lifting out your hands and just doing this while crossing. And most cases, most of the drivers actually do stop. They do slow down for me to cross the road. So that's really a very helpful habit, and if you're a foreigner here as well, you can also try that. If you're trying to cross the road and you're still standing there because most of the drivers are not stopping and you're scared or something, you can just lift out your hands, signify them to stop, and you can cross. Not all, yes, disclaimer, not all drivers do stop for me. Not all oncoming cars do stop for me. Not all drivers do stop. But it's really helpful because most of them do. Most of them do. Not all, but most of them do. Most of them do stop. So you can try this as well if you're a foreigner and if you don't know about these techniques in crossing the road. You can also try this out. That's the first habit I've picked up here in the Philippines. Lifting up my hands while crossing the road. The second point has to do with my fitness lifestyle. It has to do with the time I go for a jog, the time I go for a run, or the time I go for a walk. And most cases, I do not go for a morning jog by 6 a.m. No, in Nigeria, by 6 a.m. the day is not so bright, so you can still go for a jog. But in this country, the day gets bright as early as 5:45, 5:50. So if I want to go for a jog, I have to go before 6 a.m. I have to go as early as 5:15 a.m. or 5:30 a.m. That's when I go out for a jog. That's early, and it's so amazing. Apart from it being so amazing, it's so sweet, because then the road is completely cleared for me. I just go for my jog. I do not meet any other jogger or another fitness person. I just go and I get back to my house as early as 6 a.m. or 6:10. And something else I don't like is going for a jog while other people are jogging. In my previous house, I know that most times people do come out to jog as early as 6:30 or 6:45 a.m. But for me, I would go before 6 a.m. so that when I'm rounding up my jog, that's when most people are preparing to come out. You get it? As early as 6, the road is busy here in the Philippines. Filipinos are always early to rise up and to go about their day's activity. So for me, I have to wake up before they do wake up, before a lot of people are busy on the road. I have to wake up as early as 5:30, 5:15 to go for my jog on a clear road. Guys, that's the best time to go for your jog, as early as 5 a.m., 5:15, 5:30. That time, there's nobody on the road. But if you go by 6, the day is already bright and people are already on the road going about their day-to-day activity. Yeah, so that's the second point, the time I go for a jog or a walk. And also concerning walking, most people go for walking in the evening. Like in the evening, you see a lot of old people, elderly people going for a walk towards the evening time. But for me, it depends. But mostly when I'm going for a jog, that morning jog has to be before 6 a.m. I'm going to go in the morning, guys. I'm going to go as early as 5, because I don't want to meet anybody on that road with me, and I don't want the day to get bright before I finish my jog. Now the third point. This third point is something I had to pick up as early as this year, or as early as last year, December. It has to do with adaptability and resilience to natural disaster. From where I came from Nigeria, we do not experience a lot of natural disasters such as typhoon, earthquake and stuff like that. But here in the Philippines, it's common. So when you move to the Philippines, you have to get adapted to things like that. Last year, December, when I experienced typhoon, it was, my God, it's an experience I wish to never experience again. It was so demoralizing to my mental health, to my physical health, to everything that concerns me. God, I was losing my mind, I was losing my head. I witnessed the whole thing happen, typhoon Odette. Ah, my God. Yes, that's the name of the typhoon, Typhoon Odette. But guys, I had to adapt. I had to be resilient to typhoons and to earthquake. We're in a country where it happens, where it occurs from time to time. And last year, Typhoon Odette was one of the biggest typhoon, and from most of the locals here in Cebu, I think I heard them saying something like the last time a typhoon like this occurred in Cebu City was in 1990 something. So you can see about 30 years later, something like that is hitting the city. Wow. Like I said, guys, you just have to get used, you have to get adapted to stuff like that, because they happen here from time to time. And I had to build that resilience. I always bounce back from natural disaster impact and stuff like that. 2021 was really not funny for me. 2021 December, when I experienced Typhoon Odette, it was really difficult for both I and my friends, but we scaled through because we are here today. Yesterday we were even playing games. We were playing games in my house, and then we got a notification about the Typhoon Agaton and possible blackout here in Cebu City. We were freaking out. We were like, where is my laptop? Let me charge my laptop. Where is my phone? Let me charge my phones and stuff like that. Because last time we didn't get a notification and we were not prepared for Typhoon Odette. It came and I watched my house shake. I watched my building shake. God. And afterwards, there was no water for us to shower. There was no light anywhere. The traffic was something else that was really mad. Like, there was traffic everywhere. It was depressing. Most of the eat-out, most of the restaurants, they were closed because there was no water for anybody to prepare stuff like that. But after a few weeks, you can see, now this is where the resilience comes in. After a few weeks, the city was able to bounce out from something like that, bounce back to normal. After 3 to 4 weeks, the whole city was back in order, back as if a typhoon never occurred. So one thing I've picked up, one of the habits, has to do with resilience and adaptability. The ability to adapt. When I'm in a typhoon, I adapt. After the typhoon, I adapt. I am resilient. I bounce back. I bounce out from any situation. And I must say, this is really one of the best habits I'm so happy I adopted here in the Philippines. The fourth point is calling people older than me ate or kuya. Yes, So in Nigeria, I think I call my older ones brother, sister, auntie, or uncle, but it's similar to that, only in their dialect. I don't know if it's restricted to Cebu City, but here we call the people older than us slightly. Actually, if you browse or if you read more, there are different things you can call them. There's Indai, there is I know there's Inda is like sister, Inda is like sister. Please correct me if I'm not pronouncing it right. Inda is like, it's like elder sister. There is Kuya, there is Ate. So what is used more, what is used often is actually Ate and Kuya. We make use of Ate, we make use of Kuya. Kuya is actually for the male, for the guys, maybe an elderly man. I call the elderly women Ates, or the ladies or women that are older than you can call them Ates, and then you call the men that are older than you call them Kuyas. So I've learned to make use of this term when I'm referring to an elderly person or when I'm talking to an elderly person. There's also Indai, and there's I think there's Indai, there's Tita. Yes, there's also Tita. I think Tita is for elder sister and Inda is also for elder sister. I'm not sure. Please explain these terms to me in the comment box, because I'm not sure. I'm only sure of Ate and Kuya, but I'm not sure of Tita and Indai. I think Indai is for sister, elder sister. I don't know if it's elder sister. There's also Tita. I think Tita is, I'm not sure guys. So let me not confuse you guys, but I've learned to make use of Kuya and Ate when referring to elderly people. That's the fourth habit I've adopted here in the Philippines. Lastly guys, another habit I've learned is eating more sweet food than spicy food. Here in the Philippines, they eat less spicy, less peppery food, but they eat more sweet food, more sweet and sour food, because most of their soup are usually sour, but they eat more sweet food than spicy food. And this, I had to really adopt to this, because in Nigeria I eat more of spicy food. My rice, my soup, my stew, it has a lot of spice in it. When I'm talking about spice, I'm talking about pepper. It's hot, it's peppery. So we Africans eat peppery food. We eat food that is very, very, very pepperish. But here in the Philippines, they eat more of sour and sweet food. Except I want to cook for myself, except I'm the one preparing the food myself. But if you're eating Filipino dish, do not expect spicy, only expect sweet and sour. So yes guys, that's my last point. My last point is eating more sweet food and spicy food. So those are top 5 habits I've picked up, I adopted while living in the Philippines. Hopefully I'll make a part 2 of this video, or make a part 2 of the habits, other habits I adopted while living in the Philippines. So guys, if you're a foreigner watching my video and you're currently residing in the Philippines, please share with me what are those habits you've picked up while living here in the Philippines. And if you're a Filipino, also comment what habits have you learned from Black, from Africans, from Americans, or other people around you that are not Filipinos. Or if you're living somewhere else, please share with me those habits you picked up while living in other places. Okay guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share this video. Also leave a comment, let me know if you enjoyed this video, let me know if you want a part 2, and let me know what you would like to see me do. What other videos would you like to see me make? Maybe a food reaction, you would like me to visit other places, or you would like me to try anything. Kindly let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.